Good morning again, 5:44. I'm not going to wait any longer. The title for today's video is Many People Working for Positive Change. Some people see it as negative, that I have worked with groups they say failed or will fail. RuSA, SwissIndo, and now the Dragon family. Frankly, I don't think any of those groups failed at all. People are waking up all over the planet, and it's because of the ideals, dreams, and goals of those people who have held to the vision of a better world. That's still my vision, and it has been all of my life. I may describe it a bit differently as I learn more, but I've always longed for the ideal world. That's why I'm still alive. Some gave me up for dead earlier this year, but I did not give up. I have a dream, and I am one of many people working for positive change. Indeed, yesterday I was sent a video that I made in July where somebody was lambasting me, and I started watching it, and then I looked at when it was created, and I thought, boy, well, before I saw the date on it, I thought, where has this person been? Isn't he listening to my videos? And then I realized it was from July. And latter part of June, or June, July, were probably my two worst months this year. I mean, I was really in a low state, mentally, spiritually probably, and certainly physically. I was trying to get certain issues dealt with that were difficult and challenging to me. I wanted to get my home back from my family. And there were things that I was working on that I just was not well. To get up and go to the refrigerator for food, I'd have to stop and catch my breath. And that's just going from here to the refrigerator, from the bedroom area to the refrigerator. And exercise was ridiculous. I mean, there's no way that I could get exercise. I couldn't breathe. And it was during that time that I made the video that the person made, complaining that Ron has lost it. Ron has nothing to offer anymore. But I didn't give up. I didn't give up. And I want you to understand, all of you to understand, that I'm not going to give up as long as I can breathe. As long as I can do what I do, I'm going to continue to push for a new world order that is not run by criminals, that is not run by insane beings and people that want to bring pain and misery to the human experience. That's not necessary as I see it. And yes, I was part of RuSA. I still believe in RuSA. The Republic for the United States of America must be reestablished if America will have any viability at all. If it continues to be controlled by the cabal, it has no viability. And it hasn't had viability since the late, listen, not 20th century, 19th century. In the 19th century, after the Civil War, the corporation took over the United States, and the United States ceased to be a country. It became a corporation run by and for corporate interests. It remains that way till this day. It is a hijacked nation. It is a hijacked nation that still runs, that has still operated for the most part till relatively recently under the deceptive notion that it was the same country that it always was. But that was a lie. That was a lie that they tried to keep people on board and keep people moving in a direction till they could get their game plan in order and take over not only the United States but the entire world. Because that's been the game plan, to have a world that there is no peace, to have a world that is totally controlled by criminals, that human beings are less than what we were created to be, and that we are slaves that do what we're told, and even the elite are slaves to an idea that whose time, in my opinion, has come and gone and should have been taken out a long time ago, as I see it. But I still believe that the United States, that RuSA is right, that the United States needs to be reestablished according to its founding principles, and some of the newer revelations need to be implemented as well to make the United States of America truly a free nation. And as the United States will go, I believe so will the rest of the world. We are the one that is causing the most problems all over the planet, without a doubt, because we have the most criminal of all governments. And it doesn't matter if there's a Republican or a Democrat, that's totally irrelevant. We have to get people to get back to the basic principles of what the country was founded on, and even go beyond those principles to the spiritual principles of freedom for everybody, freedom of expression, and stop the freaking money game that's been played, which isn't really money. I mean, if you're going to play a money game, at least play it with something that has value, not fiat currency like the US dollar. And yes, SwissIndo. I still like what SwissIndo was trying to do. I still like people that are still connected to SwissIndo. I don't hate Mr. Sugi or anything. Do I think he was possibly taken in by people in the New World Order? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he's a bad person. And I'm not throwing rocks at him, and I'm not going to throw rocks at him. And of course, the Dragon family, I think that they are right on in what the ambassador and the Red Dragon are trying to accomplish. Now, are there people in the Dragon family that still have to come home to the idea that they're there to create a spiritual world based on love and truth and honor? I mean, I don't know. I don't know where people are. I think Putin is coming around. I think there are good signs coming with the BITS nations, but the world still has a ways to go. And I do believe in miracles. I do believe things can happen quickly, and the ambassador's been sending out messages for people to repent, or they're going to pay consequences. Now, I'd like to see those consequences enforced by the kingdom of heaven, by God, because I don't think man is capable by himself of enforcing truth, enforcing, I don't even like to use the word law, but enforcing natural law and re-establishing natural rights. And God has to do that in and through us, maybe, but there has to be divine intervention. I don't see it happening otherwise. It's not looking for pie in the sky and somebody else to do it. We've got to each play our own role, like I'm playing mine by making these videos every day. That's part of my role. I wish there was more that I can do. There probably will be more that I will do in the future as opportunities present themselves. But I still believe that the Dragon family and the ambassador are moving in the direction that I want to see the world move. And I still know that there's other organizations that are not connected to the Dragon family, or at least not consciously in alignment, maybe, or working exactly in their name. But there's a lot of people that are doing the right thing to create a better world for humanity. And I want to see this continue, and I want to try my best to encourage and be one of the people that is working for positive change. And the people that are not working for positive change, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time with you. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. I do not want the old system to continue. And those of you that are trying to make it continue, you're making yourself the enemy of life, as I see it. And I do not want to serve the enemy of life that pushes forth a negative program, a destructive program. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say for now, and I do thank you for listening.